2020 Mustang 4-cylinder. Okay, here's the front. They actually did refresh this look in like 2019 or something from the old one. Honestly, I don't know if it looks better than the old one. I actually think it kind of does. I like how headlights look, but here are the headlights. You do get LED headlights standard, which I think is really nice because I remember I had a Dodge Challenger as a rental car, and that had horrible headlights. Like literally, I was like, I could not even see. I'm glad they give you LED headlights. They also give you LED turn signals. Oh, and fog lights, which is nice because it makes it look more upscale. You also get these vents on the hood, and these are actually real. They're not fake, but my friend actually had a Mustang GT, and they actually have turn signals in the little vents right here. This one doesn't have it. Now, looking at the side, these are the rims you get. These are actually optional rims. These aren't the standard ones. I don't like how they look. I think these just look ugly to me. Like, I really think when this thing is older, these are gonna look like those ugly Mustangs that are from like 2001 or 2002 that have those ugly rims, and they don't look upscale at all. So I'd recommend getting a different rim. I don't like this silver color either. It's a Mustang. Why are you gonna get a boring color like silver? You should be getting yellow, orange, or red, or blue. You do get turn signals in the mirror, which is cool, I guess. I like how these mirrors look. Honestly, the shape of this, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of muscle car shapes. I like more sports car shapes like BMWs and stuff, but everybody has their own opinion. Looking at the back, damn. I don't know who's been renting this rental car, but you see you got a scratch here. This is not from me. You do get LED taillights standard. These are supposed to do like a thing where they do, here, let me show you guys what happens. Is it doing the turn?
Yep.
See how it moves sequentially like that? That's like a Mustang thing. Now, engine's on. Here's the backup camera. I like how it's not right there. This, if you get the GT, this will say like GT. I like how you get two little exhausts right here, and here's like the reverse light. You also get little parking sensors. I like the back of it, although I don't really like the taillights, but I promise. If you get you can get actually an upgraded exhaust. You'll actually have 4 tips right there. You can even get an exhaust on a 4-cylinder. It's kind of weird, but I think that's kind of cool. But it's kind of cool how you can get 4 tips. Now let's look at the trunk. Oh, here's where the popper is. I did not know that. This is a pretty small trunk, but this is literally a convertible, so what are you expecting? Honestly, I actually think this is a pretty big trunk. I had a Dodge Challenger, and this looks like it's a little bit bigger than the Dodge Challenger, and that was a coupe. These two, I don't know what the hell these are. Let's close the trunk. Honestly, I feel like if you were to kill someone, it would actually be really hard to stuff a body in there. So that's like really light. Now let's go to the inside. This is the key you get with the Mustang. This is like the same as like all the Ford keys. Plasticky and big, kind of ugly. Now you do get remote start. Well, it didn't turn on. Let's try again. Oh wait, it's already on. That's why it's not turning on. But you do get remote start. That's cool. Here's how you lock it. You touch this thing. Then if you want to unlock it, you just go like that. Now, they don't have like a little black thing on the window. When you shut it, it pops up like that. Imagine if you stuck your finger there and it like snap that shit off. This has like a... Doesn't this have like a... This doesn't seem nice at all when you open it. You can tell it's a Ford. Looking at the interior, you get black leather interior. Honestly, I kind of like the interior. Let me sit down. It's kind of a hard to get in. I'm 6'3", and I almost hit my head on this earlier. But you do get lumbar, power drive seat, but... Now, looking at the rest of the interior, this is the black leather. You get cloth standard. I would get a different color than black. This has like so many different colors interiors. Why would you get black? Seriously? Like, are you just super basic? Now, I still have the turn signal. Looking at the rest of the interior, honestly, I have enough headspace. I like that. The Challenger didn't have that much headspace. Here's the shifter for the 10-speed auto transmission. Open the door. Oh, that just sounded rough. You do get sport mode right here. I like these little toggles like this. You get this for your traction control off. And traction control back on. You can turn on the drive mode. You got steering feel, normal, sport, comfort. You got drive mode here. Normal, sport, plus, track, drag strip, snow, wet. No eco mode. You do get push button start as standard now. I like how they make it red around it. Honestly, they should have like a special package where like you have yellow accents everywhere and it has like a yellow color, green color. Now, you do get heated and cooled seats when you get leather. I like how they give you cooled seats. A lot of cars don't do that, but they do give you cooled seats and they work fine. Here's how you turn up and down the air. It's kind of weird. This is actually kind of annoying when you're trying to like, when you're like really cold. This is Ford's infotainment system. Honestly, this thing's trash. I like really don't like Ford's infotainment system. Like it's, first off, there's so much menus and stuff. It's not very easy to navigate and it's kind of glitchy and it's just kind of tedious. And I've noticed that with like I literally have been in so many Fords and they're all like the same. This is like some metal look. It has kind of a cool texture. I like the texture. This, you actually get 3 vents. I think if you get a GT, this will be like the gauge or something. And I do get leather around the steering wheel, which is nice. You do get paddle shifters, which I expected. No rain sensing wipers, which I wish they would have included because that's something I really like. You can also make this a digital gauge cluster. Honestly, I would actually keep it like this just because I like analog gauges more. And you actually have so much stuff you can like go through. And like literally Fords have, their gauges have so much stuff that it's actually almost even like, see, it's almost like, what's the word for when there's like too much? Overwhelming. It's almost a little bit overwhelming. You don't get any driver assistance, which is actually like really annoying for 2020 model. I think you should, but you do get at least automatic headlights, which I expected. This sound system, I don't think it's like the upgraded sound system, but I don't think it's the base one either. I think they have like a bunch of different sound system options. It's like probably the mid-range. It's okay. It has good bass, not the best bass, but it has good bass. It doesn't sound the best and it doesn't get that loud, but it's good enough. This is some nice leather. I like the stitching. It kind of feels cool to do that. This is also soft, which I like. This is actually, you have so much space down here. Like this goes all the way back here. Thank you Ford for giving us a lot of space. And nothing under the seats, but the rest of this interior, is there anything else I need to show? Oh, you could actually roll down the back window, but it's not one touch, which is annoying. Is this one touch? Yes. So there's one touch on the front, but that's it. That's pretty much all I have to say about this interior. Put the top down. I learned this myself. I figured it out myself. I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to Google. Nobody told me. I just figured out myself, which I didn't know. First then you just, and then it'll go down. Now, if you want to put it up, it'll go up for you, and then you just do that, and then you go like this. Honestly, this opens pretty quickly. Oh no, it's starting to rain. Let's close this. You can't do it while it's moving though. That's stupid. You could do it while it's moving in like an old BMW. Actually, I don't know. I've never driven a convertible besides this. That's all there is to it. We made the back step out in the neighborhood. Bitch, we in the neighborhood and we making the back step out. Bitch, you know what we're doing. Honestly, I've never driven a Mustang before, but I've driven the Challenger, and this feels a little bit slower than the Challenger, but this feels a little bit more sporty. The Challenger felt more like you could daily drive it more. Although this has better visibility and stuff, but the Challenger just felt more comfy and less like wild. Like this doesn't even feel wild, but like this just feels like it's ready to race. Like the transmission is really race engaging. Not really. Maybe it's just beat up a lot, but this thing only has 3,000 miles. Let's see. Can we go? This transmission does shift pretty quick. If you look in the rear view mirror for cops. Honestly, I like rear wheel drive cars. I don't know why they don't make family sedans rear wheel drive. I guess I don't know much about freaking mechanics and shit, but I wish they would have more family sedans that are rear wheel drive. Oh no, gotta make the green light. This thing does pull pretty well. Okay, we have all this traffic right here, but we need to get over. Now you don't get blind spot monitoring, but you do get a little mirror for the blind spot. We actually have to get over. Watch me cut this car off. Bitch, we do that shit. We don't give a fuck. This doesn't have any driver assistance, which I think it needs to be standard because, bitch, when I'm texting and driving, it's kind of scary when it doesn't automatically brake for you. Like my freaking, that's actually saved me a few times, and that's actually not when a car I have that doesn't have it. One time I was texting and driving, and I rear-ended someone and didn't have the forward collision warning. So that's why you need to have driver assistance standard. Oh, don't text and drive. No! This is... This has decent brakes. Me freaking making the back step out in the parking lot. Alright, let's pick up this DoorDash.
We dashing,
all
y'all.
the way in the fucking middle of the road, bitch. Okay, now backing up right here, you can see we get a backup camera. Honestly, this is pretty clear. Good size screen. No 360 degrees, but we do get parking sensors, which is nice. But only in the back, not in the front. I don't know why I don't put it in the front also. I just be wanting every feature in the car. Like, okay, now let's put it back into sport while we
turn
merge
right
onto this on-ramp here. This thing I think has 0 to 60 in like 5.2, 5.5 seconds. It definitely loses power a little bit when you get higher up in the RPMs. Like it doesn't rev all the way to 7. Ooh, are you gonna gas this truck?
In 10 miles, take exit 23 towards Harbour Street and Railroad Avenue.
Now it doesn't sound like a V8, but it definitely sounds more like a V8 than a 4-cylinder. I don't think it has that good of an engine noise. This has the same engine that's in the Ford Focus RX. I think this has like 310 horsepower, 350 pound-foot of torque. Definitely does not feel like 350 pound-foot of torque. I mean, from the down low, you got all that torque, but like, I drove the V6 Dodge Challenger, and that crap felt faster than this. Like this, I wish it revved all the way to 7,000 RPM, or even 6. It like short shifts at like 5,800 RPM. Now let's... Any cops? 105, 110. Okay, we don't need to be going this fast. We're doing this in Mexico, by the way. Traction control off in a Mustang. Jeez, we're scary. Nah, these new generation Mustangs, they don't be like crashing like the old ones do.
We're in Mexico, by the way, y'all.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Honestly, this is actually kind of disappointing. The 4-cylinder. I actually thought the 4-cylinder would gas. I mean, it's quick, but it doesn't really impress me all that much. My Mazda 6 actually feels quicker, surprisingly. It probably isn't. I don't think it is. But it feels just a little bit quicker, but I don't think it is. But this doesn't put you back in the seat as much as like a Dodge Challenger or like a 4-cylinder, or not 4-cylinder. Yeah, like a Dodge Challenger does. Honestly, I would opt for the V8, or you could get like a high performance package with this, which adds like extra 40 horsepower or something. I would definitely go for the high performance package because this, I mean, it's quick, but for a freaking, this is all, it's supposed to be quick. It's
Hazard on CA4W in 1 mile. You're still on the fastest route.
That's why you should get the V8. This should be fine for most people. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. This is quick, but it's not that impressive to me. What else must I say? Honestly, this thing handles fine. I I don't think it handles super good, but it actually I haven't really tested out the handle that much. Oh, let's see. 80, 90, 95, 100, 115, 120. We hit the rev limiter. Damn, we got 17 miles still empty. Let's put this in normal mode. I'm getting hot. Honestly, even with the top, I thought that was a cop. I don't even know why I'm losing on the speed limit. Honestly, even with the top up, this is pretty loud, even though we have the top down right now. But like, just like cruising normal, this thing wants to go when you like, just like cruise normal. It just wants you to be like, all right, let's test the brakes at this red light. Not that good of brakes, actually. These actually aren't really good brakes at all.
I hate you.
And we're gonna, let's put it in, no, we have 7 miles, so empty. That was hella funny, huh?
No.
Why? We gotta test out the brakes. Okay, you can stop.
Me and bro gon' fuck around and make some of the hottest shit. Swear to God, okay. Slide through the city with a 30 like Redoya. Out of town cheating on my bitch, told her my phone bitch. She said,
He's not off my trying to race. Now we got 2 miles till empty.
give me about 15
We're not
minutes,
trying to
I'm gonna
race.
smoke. Sick as Sprite, so I dropped the 6 to walk in the cold rain. Now I give my sister up a cousin for some old red. If I'm come to Mary's or the purples, I'm a Subi G. Would've hit your bitch, but she a rat, she needs some coochie clean. Little bougie bitch gon' throw a fit unless the sushi season. SB and RMC, we shitting, it's the dookie season. Early stage selling to my nigga, but the coochie cheating. Told her walk pint, I love you and I truly mean it. Fat nigga, I can't wear ball man, I'm a Gucci G. He baby trying to stand well, we the dooney beat. I see the sideburns growing in you a coochie eater. You gave her 4 purchases to fuck you a coochie creeper. Back to them sideburns you got, you a booty eater. Could've pushed the LV collection, but the Gucci cleaner.
We're eating gas right now, and what, I knew you could do this with the ones with the digital gauges, but I didn't know you could do this on the non-digital gauge Mustang. That's hella cool. Honestly, I like it purple because no cars ever have purple gauges. I miss when old cars used to always be having colored gauges. Now they have all the white and shit. That looks so stupid. So we're in track mode. Okay. 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 That shit shifts rough when you put it in track mode. Like that shit goes. But that should chirp the wheels in freaking 2nd or 3rd gear. This is where. Should we swing right here? Okay, let's review it right here.